Hi guys. So why don't we grab seats here? Hey. So now on to the more important speeches. But of course, I would be remiss if I didn't tell one more joke while we were all liquored up here. Okay. So, just a reminder, these were requested by Sophie. And so if you don't laugh, that's basically insulting Sophie, okay? So, what's the difference between bagpipes and a baseball?
What?
What's the similarities between bagpipes and a baseball? Everybody cheers when you hit both of them. So again, on to the more important speeches. I'd like to introduce Dawn. Dawn is one of Sophie's cousins. Dawn, go ahead.
Sorry, Daddy Duty, she's getting a little attached. You want it?
Give us one.
Say hello. Hi. Well, I hope everybody's having a good time so far. Is anybody drunk yet? No. It's still early. Right? So, before I continue... Oh, no. I just want to say that, yep, you look absolutely stunning tonight. And Alex, you're not too shabby. No, yours. I don't think I've ever seen you more handsome. So I just want to take a moment to thank the both of you for allowing all of us to share in this memorable occasion with you tonight. It's a very special night. Audrey. Sorry, Daddy Duties. And I'm sure everybody here is very happy to be here to join in this special night with you guys. So, cheers. So for those who don't know me, allow me to introduce myself again. My name is Dawn, and I am Sophie's cousin. One of her many cousins that's here tonight, but I've been told that I'm the favorite. Oh, sorry, Camel. As for Alex, what am I doing? I've recently become Alex's bartender, who serves him whiskey every time he comes into Ontario. But every time they come to visit, my doors are always open to them. It's a known fact that I'm happy to host them. But it's also a known fact that when they leave my fridge stocked full of beer as well. There's a weight limit to these air travels. So, as I mentioned, Sophie's cousin, we've known each other pretty much our whole lives. We grew up pretty much in the mid-'80s. My family emigrated. My family came to Canada in 1986, and shortly after, Sophie and her family showed up. So there was before they came, there were about 5 of us in a small apartment, and then when they came, there was now a dozen of us in this one apartment. And once the superintendent found out, we were swiftly evicted. So, and then we moved into a slightly larger house on East Avenue. It was a 2-story house, the main floor with the attic, and then the basement. But outside that house was this big giant chestnut tree. So in the fall, the leaves would fall, the chestnut would fall and it would crack open. And then the boys and I, we would all gather the chestnut, and then we thought it'd be fun to play dodgeball with these chestnuts. So there we are, standing on both sides of the Miranda, which is whipping chestnuts at each other and just getting pelted. And like, we're boys, it doesn't hurt too much. But then Sophie, I don't know if you remember, Yip, she wanted to play too, and we're like, no, this is the boys' sport. You can't play, you're gonna get hurt. And so she runs inside, tells her mom, tells one of the adults, and they come outside. And they're telling us, no, you gotta let her play too. I'm like, all right. So we get back on both sides of the Miranda, and then we're shooting chestnuts at each other. And then again, sure enough, she gets hit and she starts crying. And I think she got hit in the face, maybe in the mouth, because I think she was bleeding. So right? Chestnuts, right? So she runs inside, and again, the adults come out and they start yelling at us and telling us, "Oh, you shouldn't be playing this stuff." I'm like, "Well, you told us that she can play." So we stopped, and but that was the kind of stuff that she had to contend with growing up. It was seven boys and just her by herself. But I think she did well. She grew up to be strong, independent, smart woman. And that's why her brothers, they may not tell you, but they look up to you, which is kind of funny because she's shorter than them. So, short joke. But no, they say the same thing about you, Alex. They talk very, very highly of you. And I think they hold you in the highest regards. Because a lot of this stuff, anytime Samnit would talk, he's like, "Oh, Alex likes this, Alex like that." I'm surprised you're not with him. You know? So, hey, June is Pride Month. But the both of them have recently became my girlfriends and I are travel buddies. We've taken trips to Peru. We've climbed the mountain to see Machu Picchu. Sorry, we took the bus. We took the bus up. We took the bus up there. Alex and I tested our palates, and we tried guinea pig for the first time. It's not Channy, 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. No. But one of the highlights of that trip would have to be the time that Alex got chased by the Peruvian army in Cusco. But it probably didn't faze him because they were all like 4 foot tall and he's like a giant. So along with that, like we've even taken road trips out to California. We've explored San Francisco, and I think you had that bagpipe competition in San Ramona. Andrew was there. We pretty much went and tried every single brewery that we can find, searched around for every single taco joint that we could find. Yeah, so it's we even took a trip out to Sonoma and did a little wine tour out that way. But I have to say that Alex and Sophie are pretty much the best traveling companion that any Globetrotter could ask for. They were willing to do pretty much everything, willing to try new things. We never really had any set itinerary, right? So we just did whatever we wanted, went with the flow. Anything anybody wanted to try or do, they were up for it. No was pretty much not in our vocabulary at the time. But I can go on and on about all the adventures that we've had and all the adventures that we will have. But I just want to say that tonight we pretty much celebrate the both of you and all the good things that you are. And in your upcoming years together, I hope that you never lose your sense of humor in the bad times or your sense of gratitude during the good times. So I love you both, and I wish you all the best and the happiest of marriages. So congratulations.